So I'm a VBAC mom, and I went to the doctor, and they said you can't have a VBAC your third one. And so I fought with them for a while and figured out that I didn't want to have a combative birth experience. So I looked online and found Marvy and interviewed her. And during our first interview, we sat there for 3 hours just talking, and she was just kind and compassionate and loving. And when the interview was over, I was walking around, she goes, you didn't have one glass of water this whole time you've been sitting here. And I went, oh, damn, you're good. And I hired her like the next day. So, yeah, that's how I met Marvy.
That's beautiful. And so you've had previous birthing experiences. What was the difference between using Marvy services and other services?
I was supported throughout the pregnancy. When I made a phone call, when I needed somebody to talk to about pregnancy or birth or anything, she was always a phone call away. I didn't have to press 1 to speak to the OB, press 2 to speak to the nurse, and all that. A total drama queen, and his birth was very dramatic. Not that there was like huge interventions or anything, but his mama was a drama queen at the time. Just at the time, though. And then my second one, my Pitocin-induced baby, is...
he's a Bob the Builder.
Anything he does, it's to the extreme. He doesn't do anything half-ass. Everything is to the extreme. And then my home birth water baby is just really, really... She's relaxed. She is compassionate. She's gentle.
Very social.
Very social. Yeah, she's not like me at all. She's like totally my shadow side. So, yeah, definitely a difference in children. I believe in limbic imprinting, which is what I believe you're alluding to. At birth, there's depending on how the baby enters their word, there's a deep-seated subconscious imprint made that determines their attitude toward the rest of their life, and I believe that I see that in my children.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. What was your recovery time with
Marvy?
Yeah.
Hour and a half. I was up on my feet. Felt like I was on top of the world. I was calling everybody. I was cooking for everybody. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I thought you were saying before when you said an hour and a half. I thought you were saying that was the birth time. And then you said it was 4.5. So I said, okay, I gotta ask this again.
Oh,
so after an hour, you had a baby in 4.5 hours, and an hour and a half later, you're good to go.
Yep. On top of the world. Most empowering experience of my life.
And this was your third baby.
Yep.
Totally different than the other ones.
I don't know. My second one, my first vaginal birth, I was on top of the world too, but I was in a hospital and started my sick people, so it wasn't so good. But yeah, with Katrani, I was up an hour and a half after she was born. I had people coming over. Like I said, I was cooking for I was cooking before the birth. I said, we're big people, we're eaters. Yeah, that's how we celebrate.
That's awesome.
And hospital food just doesn't cut it.
No. That's why we had a home birth.
That's why we had a home birth.
Cafeteria.
We cooked the ribs,
Yeah.
And what is it that you do for a living?
Well, because of my experience with Marvy, she was so inspiring. The whole process was that I quit my really well-paying job in the casinos to be a birth professional, and so now I'm a doula, which is a professional labor assistant. I'm a childbirth educator, and I have a birth time service, and do some work as a midwife assistant.
That's beautiful. And with that being said, would you recommend Marvy and her services? Would you use her again to friends and family?
Oh, absolutely.
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 Do you feel she's safe and knowledgeable?
It's one thing to be her client, because it's a different type of relationship. I was very needy, and she was very giving, and based on that alone, I would totally recommend her. But being a colleague now, I attend many births with Marvy. Like half the people here, I was at her birth. Seeing the time that she puts in to her clients, not only prenatally, because most appointments are like an hour and a half. With Marvy, it's always 2-3 hours. I know she lays in bed at night thinking about her clients. I know she shows pictures of all the babies that she's delivered to everybody. I know that she shed tears over these women and these families. I've seen her go the distance and do things that, as a human being, are amazing and inspiring. And so, personally, most definitely, I would recommend Marvy. Professionally, absolutely, hands down. And I guess the best perk of that is that, she is still my midwife. She'll be my midwife until I die. And I know lots of great midwives out there, but I love Marvy.
Nice. And what's a VBAC?
Vaginal birth after cesarean.
Because you said that a couple times, I'm like, I have no clue.
Sorry,
What this means.
most of the men in my life are so. When they hear anything about birth, they're just like, la 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 la, not again, not again, not again. So yeah, vaginal birth after cesarean. In this town, the only way to have one is to get a professional midwife to.
Outside of the hospital
Yeah,
room.
you can't have a VBAC in a hospital. You absolutely can't do it. The nurses don't believe in you. The doctors surely don't believe in you. Your insurance companies don't believe in you. The women that believe in you are home birth midwives, and that's the only way that you can have one.
My name is Marvelis Lopez. I'm a certified professional midwife, and I'm looking forward to meeting you soon.